Hi, this is John from K Consultants. I spend an awful lot of my time producing management accounts for a number of different clients. Most of the time, I'm grabbing that data from Sage 200 based accounting systems. My method of choice for this is using a standard tool that comes complete within the Microsoft Office package within Excel, ODBC, Object Database Connectivity. I use this to analyze the background data that sits in a SQL database, and from that I produce management information, usually in the form of big data from the client systems. A lot of this is then manipulated to show trend analysis, comparatives and visual aids such as charts and graphs. Most of the information I will summarize at a very top level, perhaps 2 or 3 key indicators as to the nature of the way the business is performing, and then a slightly more elongated summary, and then perhaps rather more detail along with monthly trend analysis, so we can spot peaks, troughs, anything that just looks out of the ordinary. The methodology that I'm using for most of this reporting is Excel. A couple of the places that we tend to look are going to insert pivot tables. Very useful, very good indicators of how you can get your data to work for you. Another one is insert and then charts and graphs. So you can your clients can visualize the information that you're trying to put over through to them. And perhaps then another one, if you're wanting a rather more interactive spreadsheet, perhaps using slicers to select some of the data that is there, that is drawn from your back office accounting system. Now, most of the data spends all of its life sitting in the background of your Sage 200 accounting system, and nobody really knows how to get that out. We at K Consultants can manage this relatively easily so that you can get particularly high speed amount of data from your system to generate the sort of management accounts that really can change the performance of a business. One of my clients turned around to me after I'd spent about 10 days working on their system, advising that they couldn't tell the board of trustees that I'd saved her and her team between 3 and 4 days a month on their management reporting because they just find more work to do. The methodology of getting this data is relatively simple, but it's then how you manipulate the data, how you produce the data to get the results that starts to take the time. The first start is to go to, in Excel again, data, get data, and then choose from the source of the database that you'd like to get. Most of the time it's likely to be a SQL server, SQL, but I use other sources and from ODBC, Object Database Connectivity. This way we can look at the tables individually, or perhaps when I'm working on the information that we have, I'd go into SQL and write some SQL views that can amalgamate as much of the data as we need into any one table so that it makes it far easier to access. If you would like to know more, please just contact us, John at K Consultants. Thank you very much.